YouTube. Okay. I think it's working. I don't know. All right. Hi everybody. This is the first time I've ever gone live on these two platforms, Instagram and YouTube. I'm also live over on TikTok. This is an experiment with Mrs. H. I am Oh my goodness. This is an experiment. I am trying with all of the different platforms, and we are just going to see if we can connect to our community in a better way. With the advancement of possibly losing TikTok, I want to make sure that I am still connected with all of my platforms, with all of my people. I don't know. This is so weird. Okay. Hi, I'm teaching Mrs. H. I am a teacher. I teach things, and then I tell you about them. But as part of that, I also like to experience things and tell you about them. So, if you ever have anything cool that you would like me to learn about, and you can join me on the journey. A couple of years ago, I actually did a whole series where I found this old cookbook that was like cooking with cheese, and we did an entire series of me making things with cheese from this cookbook from the 50s or whatever it was. So that was a lot of fun, and that's something that I would love to do again. So, what kinds of things do you want me to experience? By now, if you're following me on any of these platforms, you've probably seen my drone video, my Amazon drone videos, and how I ordered something from Amazon and had it delivered by drone just so that we could all experience together. I want to do that again. I really do. Amazon hasn't delivered by drone since that day, but I have an entire box of sidewalk chalk ready to go. We're going to paint targets in my backyard and see if we can get more things delivered by drone. But I just kind of wanted to say hi to you, see where you guys are at. I do have chat in chat is available, chat is open. Woo. Let's see. Apparently I have to open the chat up in a desk browser. Yes, I am on in fact, right now this very moment I am live on Instagram and YouTube. So I will be in all of the places if the ban actually goes through. I don't know if the ban's actually going to go through. I feel like I mean, I know that it's gone through and I know that it is now law and I know all of those things, right? Um But I also feel well, I have extreme hope, right, that it's gonna be saved. I don't know how it's gonna be saved, but I do have hope that it is going to be saved. So hopefully, hopefully that's where we're at. But right now, definitely, you can find me on Instagram, YouTube. I would prefer I want to build my YouTube. I feel like that would be better for me, in the long run. I know that I'm already on YouTube. I've been building there. Um, it'd be really great to have a lot of you join me over there on YouTube, for long form content and other things. And again, as we go through all of this process of learning how to do things and sharing them with other people, then we'll be doing more long form content and things over there. So that's my hope. I know over at YouTube we're almost at 10,000. On Instagram we're about 24,000 people. So it would just be really awesome to be in all of the places. I don't know which camera to look at. I've got like three going. This is so weird. Um, I was trying to. Oh goodness, the camera needs to see my face to know that it's me. Um, sorry. Ah, yes, that's me. Um, it's like it can't tell that I'm here. Let's see. Yes, that's me. Okay. I'm trying to log in, so if you're trying to chat on YouTube so that I can actually answer your questions, whatever. But it's not letting me log in. It says I'm not close enough. Can't I just use my PIN code? There we go. Um, Goodness. Okay. Thank you for the gift. That's really sweet. Let's see. Trying to get logged in so that I can have the chat boxes. Oh my gosh. Try another way, please, because I don't want to end that. Hello! Use your passkey. Continue. Select OK to continue. I'm trying to log in so that I can chat with people. It's crazy. Okay. Here we go. Yes. All right. So, again, if you're just finding me here on YouTube, hi, I'm Tamara. If you're finding me on Instagram, hi, I'm Tamara. TikTok, you already know who I am. I am a teacher. Yes, Ashley, please, 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 definitely find me. Oh my goodness. I apparently somebody subscribed. Oh my gosh, this is so much. I'm overstimulated at the moment. Um, but I'm seeing that people are subscribing on all the accounts. I appreciate that so much. Um, but yes, Ashley, for sure. Let me know where you are. I think we're on Instagram together too, right? So let me know where you are. Send me a message so that I can make sure that we are following each other. That would be awesome. Okay, I signed in to chat. I did it already. Why is it not working? I'm like not seeing the train. Where to follow me? They're gonna have to drag me out of TikTok by my cold dead body, right? But I'll stay here. But I'm also on YouTube and the meta platforms, Instagram and Facebook. Oh no. I see a lot of people subscribing. I appreciate that. That's so awesome. Okay. For those of you in YouTube land, I'm sorry. This is totally new to me going live here. I know that YouTube should usually have like a purpose. Would love to chat with you if you have questions about who I am for any of you. Right? Like I would love to chat with all of you. If you have any questions, please let me know. I'd like to answer them. This was not going to be a super long live just because I was just trying out if I could go live on multiple platforms at once. And it turns out that I can. So that's kind of cool. I've set up a studio. We're going to do this. We're going to push through. We are going to be regardless of what they say that I can and can't do on other platforms, we are definitely going to push through and do this. So if you want to talk the TikTok ban, let's talk it. Let's talk it out. Let's discuss it, right? I've been a presence on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube for quite a while now, but TikTok has usually been where my community was, and I've started building my community in other places. Um, but I, uh, right, like it was hard for me to focus on just one, on more than one, right? So I was focused on just one. The community I've built here is amazing, but the potential for that community to go away makes me sad in a lot of different ways and for a lot of different reasons. Um, the biggest reason is because I don't want to lose my platform. I don't want to lose my community. I don't want to lose what we have built. I started doing social media creation back when we were doing remote teaching. I'm a teacher. It really helped me to find a sense of connection and community, not with just my students, but with other teachers, where we were all experiencing the same thing at the same time. So I joined social media, and that was what got me through. But then it grew into something so much bigger than that. Um, so yeah. Using a VPN. Somebody has asked that question. Can't we just use a VPN to get around it? No, not really. VPNs, it's a whole nother issue in and of itself. But right now, it's any server that this is passing through to get to US data points. And so even though it would be routed through a server in another country, then you get sticky positions like different data that's not going to be served properly, or you also have the issue of sorry, my brain just stopped. But with VPNs, you also have the issue of if you're showing that you are in another country, if you are monetized and that country doesn't have monetization status, then you lose it anyway. So VPNs are not necessarily the be all end all, but then there's also the potential of a fine. Um, yeah. I see Ashley on Instagram had said the same thing, that she's trying to build platforms outside of her TikTok. Like, I completely understand that. So it's trying to build up in other places. I have 174,000 people that I have built and curated on TikTok that we've become a community. And I'm trying to help them know that I am in other places, like YouTube. But I've also found really cool people on YouTube that I didn't have in the other places, or on Instagram that I didn't have in the other places, which was really awesome. And I love having that too. So the connection. That's why I built my platform. That's why I started doing the platform. That's why I started doing all of this. Um, I don't do TikTok for a living. I am a high school teacher. I teach in the United States as a high school teacher. That is my main job. TikTok is just a supplement. Um, but uh, I would love to just pack up and go to another country. The question was asked, like, why don't I just go to another country? That would be great. Oh, look, I have somebody on YouTube. Hello. Hi, Kennedy. Nice to meet you. Anyway, so that's the thing. I am sad that it would be going away if it does go away. We do have a 36-hour stay, but again, that 36-hour stay is really going to depend on whether or not the companies that are hosting the data for TikTok believe the government that they're not going to be fined in that 36 hours. So it's not just TikTok that faces that fine. It's not TikTok that just faces that ban. It's every company that holds data for TikTok. So PayPal, for example, manages all of the payments between TikTok and their creators, or it also facilitates the payments between TikTok Shop and their creators, right? So PayPal holds our data through TikTok, so they would also be subject to that fine, which is $5,500 per user. The same thing goes with Oracle, who owns the servers that holds all of the data, or any of the website services, or the Apple Store, the Google Play Store. So there's like all of these different companies that are going to have to take the government on their word that after tomorrow, after the 19th, they are not going to be charged that fine. So whether or not companies are going to believe that is going to depend on whether or not the app actually goes dark tonight. Oh, okay. So sorry, there's another chat over here, and Kennedy plays the clarinet like my daughter does. Good. I hope you enjoy it. My daughter is an excellent clarinet player, and despite what everybody says about me buying her number 3 clarinet reeds, those are just the ones she prefers. That's just what she likes. So, um, yeah, where you can say that the only way to do that is to do that with the stock exchange. We do not do negativity on this platform, so you're welcome to stay, but we're not going to spread negativity or harsh ideas. Anyway, so that is all these companies have to take the government at their word that they're not going to fine them. So that's the deal, right? They have to take the government at their word. And in 36 hours, when the new president comes in and he takes office, he can't just sign a executive order, right? An executive order is not going to stop this, because this law has been held as constitutional by all 3 branches of government. So that also gets kind of sticky when it comes to saying that the president doesn't have to uphold the law if he doesn't want to enforce the law, because then a president can't just willy-nilly decide which laws to enforce and which laws not to enforce, especially if they've been upheld by all 3 branches of government. So an executive order is not going to do it. What he can do is he can sign an executive order that can delay the sale for another 270 days. It doesn't say that the sale has to go away. It just says that he's delaying the sale for 270 days. That could happen, and that would give us more time to figure out, push through new legislation, whatever it is. But for right now, that's just where we're at. An executive order is not going to save it. And over the next 36-hour period, companies have to decide whether or not they trust the government to not fine them. Now, another thing that could happen potentially is that once the other president takes office, they can say, yes, the previous president said that they weren't going to enforce the ban. However, that's unconstitutional, and now everybody who had data and was pushing data for those 36 hours is now being back billed for that fine. So it is highly possible that it goes dark tonight, just to protect company interests, but we won't know until midnight tonight. So I'm thinking about going live at 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, just to see if we stay live through the time. I don't know. We'll find out. That's just one of the things that we'll have to figure out. Kennedy, what reeds do I recommend? So I don't play the clarinet. I am a violinist, but my daughter really, really, really likes Van Doren. Her band director suggests Van Doren. Van Doren, regular blue box. My daughter actually just got a professional clarinet. She's starting to work on professional Van Dorens, V12s. We'll see if she likes them, but right now she's tried a lot and she just prefers the Van Doren 3s. So that's all I can tell you. Oh, thank you. Somebody on Instagram loves my bun. Literally just stuck it up because I was making What is that? I was making chicken noodle soup earlier, and I wanted to get it out of my out of my hair, out of my face. What are we using as a TikTok replacement? I'm telling you right now, again, they're gonna have to drag me out of there, like my dead body out of there. That is what they're gonna have to do. But I am on YouTube. I am on Instagram. I am on Facebook. I am not going to Red Note. I will not be on Lemonade. Um, any of those. Lemonade, CapCut, and TikTok are all owned by ByteDance. ByteDance is the subject of this law right now, so why did that happen? Lemonade is the subject of this law right now, so I don't plan to go to that because I don't want to build up another platform over there and then get kicked out. I'm not going to Red Note again, another Chinese-owned platform. The way that this law is written, it's protection against applications owned by foreign adversaries. So literally it's open to interpretation as to who is considered a foreign adversary, right? Clearly they've already defined China as a foreign adversary, so we have all of the Chinese-owned apps, which Red Note absolutely is. So I am going to stay on TikTok as long as humanly possible. But I've also been building up my long-form content over on YouTube, and I've also been building it on Instagram and Facebook. So you can find me in all the places, teaching Mrs. H in all the places. So that's where we're at. I'm not going anywhere. I promise. I'm not leaving. So just find in all the places, but I will be here as long as there is electricity on at TikTok. The other thing that it's important to note is that as users, as creators, we are not under the same subject of fines and prosecution as the server and all of that. So if I continue to create on TikTok as long as it's available to me, then I'm not subject to any prosecution or anything along those lines. At least not that I can tell. Goodness me. I am terrified. This is scary. Being live on 3 platforms is terrifying. I don't know how to manage this. Um, my goodness, a 20-minute live stream. Have we really done 20 minutes? This is crazy. I just got something in my Absolutely, we will stay friends regardless. Again, if you are somebody who I know personally, please make sure that we connect on all of the platforms anyway, but specifically send me a friend request on Facebook so that we can stay connected there. That would be helpful. Okay, this was fun. Slightly terrifying, but fun. I am probably going to log out of all 3 of these platforms just so that I can go and get something to eat downstairs. Oh, Allison, thank you so much for subscribing. I see that. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. You're wondering why I'm looking down. It's because the camera is here, right? Hi. But then the screen is just right below it here. There's so much going on. This is a lot. Okay, I'm glad to know that I can go live in all the different places. That's helpful, and I can do it all at once. I don't have to have a whole bunch of different applications open, which is amazing. So, um, all right. I hope you guys all have a really good night, and I am gonna go do some shopping, but I think I'm gonna go back live again tonight at around 9 p.m. Eastern, just to see that when the clock strikes midnight, we'll see if we're all still